y'all, how you perking? I hope you perking good. So, June 2023 predictions. It is time to figure out what in the world we have to look forward to in June. Let's see, what month this year has not been a complete shit show? Not sure if there have been any months that haven't been. So I don't know if I could rate my level of excitement very high right now about digging into what we're going to see today, but we're going to take a look. So I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we take a look at the tea with the tarot. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up this frame over here for the cards and move this microphone right here. Penelope over here in her purple to match me and my purples. It's just a very purpley day today. I don't know. It just feels like it needs to be. So, anywho, let's get right into this, y'all. I am fixing to shuffle up here. And, of course, as always, this is all alleged. Just my interpretation. Okay, all alleged. Just my interpretation. Got a good track record here on the channel. But that, we're going to keep saying it every single video. All alleged, just my interpretation. We're fixing to take a look at several different categories. Per usual, we're looking at politics. We're looking at the economy and finance. We're looking at health and wellness and whatever else we need to know about what is coming down the pipeline in June 2023. And we're hoping for some good news, right? Alright, that's my exasperation for the day. That's my exasperation. I'm going to try to be an optimist. Alright, let's try to wear that on for size, okay? I don't know if many panties come in that size for me, but I'm going to try to be an optimist. Okay, so starters, politics. We're going to go there first. As always, all of these monthly videos are open internationally. So for all of our non-USA viewers, we got you covered in this as well. Let's go ahead and take a peek. What can we expect June 2023 from politics? Ooh, Lord. Let's see what we got here. Well, alrighty then. Let's go ahead and get a context card over here on this. Yikes. And a context card over here on this. What in Sam Hill is going on here? Oh boy. Oh boy, okay, let's see. Anything else we need some context on? Let's go ahead and grab one up here. Why not? Why not just open all the cans of worms? Open them all at once. Maybe it'll feel like ripping off a Band-Aid extra fast if you open up all the cans of worms at once. Hell. Okay, so from what we're looking at here. Two of Wands upright, then we get this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, another, and on top of that, Page of Pentacles in reverse. So even just the top row alone, we got a lot of Pentacles energy here. That's a lot of tangibles. That's a lot of where the rubber meets the road. That's a lot of finance, money, incentives, things like that. So we are gonna see a ton of like, all right, get to the bottom line. Bottom line is this. Bottom line is that you shouldn't be this, that. You know, all this kind of like finger waving and I almost said wagging and waving all at the same time. Finger waving over politics. We're gonna see people, quote unquote, getting in bed with each other over politics. That might be literal, I don't know. But here I'm taking it figuratively in terms of you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And so I'm just seeing more political shenanigans like intensified in June 2023. I can't say I'm surprised, go figure. But the thing is, they're not even going to be particularly quiet about this. And so this is going to be obvious to onlookers. If as long as you've got your eyes open and you're looking at it, just look at it, look at it, look at it, you're not going to be able to miss it. You're not going to be able to miss it. That there's just going to be a lot of blatantly obvious, like, oh, so-and-so just came into a large lump sum of money, or so-and-so has been silenced, and then now these people over here suddenly have a lot of money. What's going on with that? Like just weird follow the money trail types of things happening in June 2023 to an exorbitant degree. So beyond what is normal and usual and typical. Oh boy. Then down here, just putting this out here, Emperor card in reverse, 3 of Swords upright, 8 of Swords upright, 9 of Wands in reverse, and then 9 of Pentacles, ending on an upright Pentacle card after having such difficulty and challenges with these down here. This card here with the Emperor in reverse, whoever this man is, super powerful guy, very prominent, very well known, coming up in the reverse position for June 2023, meaning that either he's gonna be, I guess, caught doing something wrong, and we're gonna find out about that in June 2023, or that he's gonna be an extreme disadvantage in June 2023. Piecing together with that, we see the 3 of Swords on top of it, and in the upright position, which is actually not a good sign here. I know we had 2 upright cards, but neither of these upright are a great sign, okay? Just because a card's upright doesn't mean it's good, and just because a card's in reverse doesn't mean it's bad, all right? And so whoever this powerful guy, well-known guy is, he's gonna get hit with something pretty hard in June 2023. And again, this guy is related to politics some type of way, and he's going to get hit pretty hard. And when I say pretty hard, I mean this is going to be a pretty crippling blow for this person. So this could mean that politically he was seeming like he was going up, and then boom, he gets, pulled all the way back down to the bottom. Or this could mean something ends up being a complete barrier in his way of achieving what he was hoping to be able to achieve. And sorry, you're totally blocked. There's nothing you can do. Can't pass go, can't collect $200. This is a bit of a deal breaker, deal ender for this person here. This is gonna be rough. The thing with this that makes it even more rough, 8 of Swords in reverse and 9 of Wands in reverse. This is all about like, my hands are tied. There's nothing I can do. This person could even be in legal issues because the swords sometimes are kind of legal in nature. It can also mean, I hate to say it, but like potential, like, I don't know if I want to say like convictions or jail time or things like that, but that's even possible here. None of these things are outside of the scope of what's possible here. Doesn't mean that it absolutely has to happen that intensely, but just saying that potential is not off the table. Obviously, it's on the table. Look at the cards. It's on the table. And that is not a good thing for this person right here. With the 9 of Wands being in reverse, yeah, it's like, okay, you're not resilient here. You're not really, gonna be able to get back up from this, not to your full strength. Wands also sometimes can double up for health related things. So this could also be a health related thing. It's like we're having some crossover here between legal issues, health issues, and career issues related into politics. So that's why this hit is so hard, is because it's encompassing all of that. I'm not saying like, oh, this could happen, but it could also be this, but it could also be this, where it seems like I'm saying, oh, it could be any possibility in the world, so it's not very specific. No, I'm saying all of them. I'm saying like literally what happens to this man has health implications, has legal implications, and also has like some career implications too, and as it relates to this person who is in some way connected to the political arena. So it's like this person is like really getting hit, boom, 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 pretty tough. This is intense, and I don't know whether we're meant to feel sorry for this person. I imagine that since it's political in nature, there's going to be some people that feel bad for this person, and some people are like, he deserves it, you know. Don't know. I just know that that's intense. That is intense. And the ball gets rolling on that in June 2023. The ball gets rolling on that in June. And it is intense. And then boom, here we go. Very tail end. Oh, another Pentacle card. Here with this arc of Pentacle cards. So someone finds a way to be like, ooh, this is my opportunity. So talk about a flying vulture. So as I say that, and this lady has a damn bird on her hand, you know, look at this. I'm talking about vultures flying around. This bitch got a bird. Tweet, tweet. Yeah, this looks like somebody's like, yeah, it's unfortunate. Sorry for their circumstances, but I'm going to slide in here and do this and do that because I see opportunity. You know, I guess some people would say you can't hate the hustle, you know, whatever. You can't, I don't know. Maybe you can. I guess it depends on how many morals you have. You got one remaining moral flopping around in your head, you know, tossing around, bing-banging around like a little loner Cheeto up in there. That's what you got. You got one little Cheeto, one moral left. Then you might not care. But there's going to be a lot of people here that care, that are like, whoa, that was intense. So big political blowout of sorts. So already going to see all this like payoff stuff get worse and more flagrantly in our face. People not even trying to hide things. But then we're going to also see this. And this is something that's kind of like, hey, rub a little bit more salt into that wound. Why don't you, bitch? Yeah. So pretty intense here to start out with, especially politically speaking. We haven't even gotten to the rest of this, and I suppose the next category kind of flows into this type of stuff, because the next category is about economy and finances and markets and things of that nature, which we know very, very linked to the political section. So we're about to take a look at that. And while I am shuffling up here, there's always a second video too, that we do every single month in these monthly predictions. And just to make sure if there's anything else that we've left out that we could possibly need to know, want to know, able to hear for that month, so in this case June 2023, then we have another video on the Perk Squad. So Perk Squad, if you want to be a member of that, you can click the blue join button below, or the description, the link in the description box, and be a member of the Perk Squad. Lots of different perks to the Perk Squad. They get weekly forecasts. This is a monthly thing. They get it every week. And extra videos like the one that they're going to get today, extra posts, video shout outs like this one. Shout out to you, Black Milk, and thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Shout out to you, Black Milk. Thank you for being a member. Happy to have you. And anybody else can be a member and get shout outs too if you'd like. So, economy, finance, markets, etc. We are shuffled up here. What the hell can we know? Y'all gonna make me sweat up in here with all of this. Lord have mercy. Okay. Oh man, I'm tired, y'all. This is some tiring stuff we're taking a look at today. Putting it out there. With this Seven of Swords in reverse, this makes me a little bit uncomfortable because there's something about what would be going on financially, economically, in terms of markets and things like that, that in June 2023 is hidden or faked some type of way. So that just makes me uneasy when we don't have transparency and honesty going on. If there's something hidden that people are putting up an illusion of something, I'm not too big of a fan of that idea, but that's what's happening here. There's some kind of sneaky shit going on that they're like, hey, don't look over here. Nothing to see here. And yeah, the hell there is something to see there, and they just don't want us to take a peek at it. Because here we've got this Ace of Swords card upright. This is kind of like truth will out type of card. So there is some sort of truth that can be exposed about this. Now, will it get exposed in June? Maybe. But I'm not too convinced that it will come out in June. It's being hidden in June. Clearly, we see it here. But in terms of will it come out and be known in June, I don't know. Not convinced. We got our hangman here. He's just hanging out, chilling, observing, waiting, watching and waiting. And so that's what this is looking like. That this is just going to be a watch and wait for us to kind of get the real insights on what's going on. Here we've got a King of Pentacles card, King Midas touch, certain people that have the golden touch. If y'all have ever kind of heard of the story around King Midas, that everything he touches turns to gold, and how that was a good thing for him and also not a good thing for him when he touched someone that he cared about and turned them into gold. What are you going to do with that? You done lost that person now, haven't you? And that's what we're kind of seeing here. That weird interplay between too much of a good thing is too much. And that's what it's kind of showing. That there's something that's going to happen in June that it seems like at face value it's a good thing, but it's actually not. They're hiding what really is the truth behind it and trying to pass it off as a good thing when actually it's not a good thing at all. It's that part of the story in King Midas. And the problem is us as regular people, we're kind of damned if we do, damned if we don't in this. What are we going to do? We don't know the truth because they're not going to be telling us, and it might not come out. The truth might not come out in June. And then, even if we did, what will we be able to do about it? Are you single-handedly going to be able to change the markets? Are you single-handedly going to be able to fix the economy? Are you single-handedly going to? No. Okay? You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. The government apparently can't even do it. Shit. The global economy apparently can't even do it. We can't even play well together in the sandbox. What the hell? What the hell? Somebody's pissing in the pool. There's always got to be something like that. There's always something like that. So, whatever this fuckery is, just beware of anything related to the economy, finance, and the markets. So stock markets, housing markets, etc. Look for anything in those categories in June 2023 that looks promising, positive, like it's a good thing, like, yeah, thanks for selling me on that. Totally on track with you there. Look for messaging that comes off like that, because that's probably the snake in the grass. That's probably the snake in the grass. And not for nothing, I'm just putting up here that this King of Cups card came over here, and y'all who watch the channel often know that when you see this card coming into play, especially in these types of readings, it is very commonly our President Joe Biden card, and so somehow that's getting woven into this. And again, these readings are more than for just the United States. So whatever this is something that affects more than just the United States, and still his card's coming up in here. Don't know why, don't know what he's fucking around with, don't touch nothing, you know, don't touch nothing. We got a lot of expensive stuff going on, we got a lot of breakable things out there. Stop touching things, President Biden, please. According to this reading, at least. Y'all, I can't wait till we know what this is. I do not feel like we will know in June. It's possible it might come out in June what this is referring to. But with this Hangman, y'all, I don't know for sure. All I know is it's letting us know, it's giving us a warning or caution or heads up that if we get sold a nice looking bill of goods in June 2023, as it relates to any of those things, economy, finance, markets of sorts, that looks maybe too good to be true, or looks at face value really good, it isn't. And use discernment. Tap into your own inner discernment when that gets presented to you, so that you can make sure that you make good choices for yourself, and that you don't accidentally shoot yourself in the foot because you listen to shitty advice from this two-faced type of entity, person, organization, whatever it is. So that's pretty intense too. Like, this is kind of like secrets and backstabbing and, you know, hidden financials and stuff like that is kind of what June is really scoping out to look like, which is kind of like a telenovela. If any of y'all have watched those and they're like dramatic as all hell, that's kind of what this is feeling like, but for our lives. So, take that as you will. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next category here. So I'm going to shuffle these up. We're going to take a look at our next category here, see what else we can know about June 2023. And as I'm shuffling up, if you would like a private reading with me, then you can go to my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, and you can schedule a private tarot reading with me. There's also other services there for anybody that feels like they need a healing and cleansing tune-up. There's Reiki Energy Healing Sessions on there. If you feel like, hey, B, help me fix my life, get me on track. I just need some help. We've got some life coaching services on there, and then also if you want to be able to read the cards the way that I read the cards, then there's also tarot tutoring on there that you can choose. So got lots of different options there for y'all to choose. BeasTalksAndTarot.com. So next category, what can we know about health, wellness, anything that can go into that whatsoever? What can we know? June 2023. Oh, hell. Here we go again. Here we go again. I don't need to be breaking out in the song. Okay, so just putting it out there. Gonna put it out there. These two cards right down the middle kind of make me a little bit nervous about, I don't know if I should say like weather related events or like natural disaster type events, but like activity. So activity such as, whether it's earthquakes, volcanoes, hurricanes, some kind of big stuff like that. I don't know. I just see something that doesn't look good here that has to do with like climate, weather, natural disaster-y type stuff. So anything in that kind of category fits the bill for what I'm looking at here. So it makes me a teensy bit nervous to see that coming up, given that it's also in this represented by the World card. This isn't just one event in one location. Like, I'm seeing this happen in a couple of different locations around the world. That's why we've got the World card coming up here. So it could mean that there's some kind of earthquake over here, volcanic activity over here, some kind of water-related event like a hurricane, or God forbid, like a tidal wave or something like that over there, or something. There's just kind of a lot going on with that in June. And so if you are in an area that has some kind of typical type of weather, climate, natural type of phenomena that happens in your area, just make sure you're prepared in case. If you're like, yeah, I live on the coast, and so sometimes shitty weather comes in and we get washed up and away or whatever, then just make sure you have some plans on that. If you're like, yeah, I live in an area that commonly gets, forest fires or something, then yeah, take a look at that and make sure that you've got some kind of things in place to make sure you and your loved ones are okay. So there's just some attention being called to that it would behoove us to consider, and just make sure we're good. It doesn't have to mean like everybody be terrified or whatever, but it's like, hey, if we've got some kind of plan for, hey, yeah, I've got some extra water bottles and snacks for just in case, or, yeah, I've got a friend or relative's place further inland that I can go and bring my kids if I needed to, or, stuff like that. Just careful. Just careful. Sorry, Penelope. I hit you with my face. Okay, we're gonna take that health and wellness. That goes into the health and wellness category. We still got these over here on either side of this middle row. With this, there's going to be, it's interesting that we see like these 3 swords cards, and they're very different in meaning. And so we're going to have kind of a strange array of things happening in terms of health and wellness in June. Like here, this is like we've got some good stuff going on, and including this. It almost seems like the reading is going this way with this deck. Whatever. It's an intuitive process. I let it roll the way it wants to roll, and I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. But Queen of Swords upright with this 8 of Cups upright, this is a good sign. And so this means that we're going to get some new insights into some sort of a medical issue that we're going to be able to use to kind of leave the past behind us in a positive way. So what this means is, say there's some kind of new discoveries about a certain illness, and now we have some kind of a breakthrough in how we're able to understand that illness or treat that illness. And so we're able to take those new things and move forward with that. And long gone are the days where we were more worried, or there was little we could do, or whatever. And so this is a very positive sign for that. We're getting very close to some nice medical breakthroughs as it relates to certain illnesses. And so definitely love seeing that. That's some kind of new innovation coming in with this June 2023 energy that's quite positive. So I like seeing that. This, on the other hand, and this one feels kind of more personal, but because this is a reading that's general for the collective, then this kind of means all of us, every one of us that makes up the collective in some. This applies to all of us. So, in June 2023, we are going to feel like our hands are tied and we are so fucking tired. So there's gonna be, I guess, a lot of energy going on, as we've already seen. We've seen that there's so much energy going on in the political realm. There's so much energy going on in the economy and markets that are not even what they are trying to present themselves to be. There's going to be literal lots of energy going on in the world, such that weather and natural events are happening to try to discharge that energy out. And so we're absorbing all of that. And we're going to be kind of, for lack of a better way of saying it, at the mercy of that, because we can't just take ourselves off of this planet so that June 2023 can play out. And then when it settles down, we come back in. No, we're living here while it's happening. So it's kind of like they're saying June 2023 is going to feel a lot like, say you needed to get all of the floors in your home replaced and all of the windows in your walls replaced and the heating and air replaced, but you weren't allowed to go stay at a friend's house or a family member's house or a hotel room for the month that they were doing all of that. So you were just living in your home as there are contractors going in and out, doing all of those things while you're trying to live your life, but all that shit's going on in your home. That's how it's going to feel, metaphorically speaking, in June 2023 for literally all of us. Literally every single one of us. So why is that showing up in the health and wellness section, you may ask? You already know the answer to that one, Nancy. It's showing up in the health and wellness session because we've got to take care of ourselves through that. In that case, taking care of ourselves is not going to be a luxury. It's going to be a responsibility. It's something that we're just going to have to do. And so make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure that you have some sort of outlets that feel fun and inviting and good to you. Make sure you have several of those and that you're tapping into at least one of those every single day. Make sure that you have at least one person on this planet that you trust to talk to, even if you have to pay the person to talk to them because, I don't have anybody, so I'm gonna get a therapist for June or something like that so that I can trust that person because they're a professional. Whatever. Just make sure you've got your stuff here because that's what's going to help get us through it. And we have to, we just have to. So it's a check yourself now to make sure that you're good or you wreck yourself later. So, fine, don't want to do anything with that information. Want to be like, I can't, I would, but I can't because XYZ. Go ahead, make an excuse. Make 3,000 excuses. See how far it gets you. This is not a time for making excuses and all the reasons why we can't make that happen. It's got to be a priority. Figure it out. We're smart. We're creative. Figure it out. Figure it out. We got to do it. We got to do it. Shit, I am the queen of excuses. I got to figure this shit out. All right? None of us are exempt. I'm looking at you, Taylor. None of this are exempt. I don't know who Taylor is. I'm not calling anybody out for real. Just pulled a name out of my ass. Something that I do frequently. My ass is full of names. I'm telling you. It's a very creative and smart ass. Just like the rest of you. All right, y'all. I'm serious. We're going to take that into consideration. Perk Squad. We want to know what the hell else we can find out about June 2023. It looks like June is a very intense month and we have more to see, I'm sure, than the cards have already been able to squeeze in. So the second video is about to go up on the Perk Squad. Again, blue join button or link in the description box for anybody that would like to become a Perk Squad member. For everyone else, again, my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, so that you can take a look at any private readings, any energy healing, any life coaching, or learning to read the cards like me. And then also, as usual, at the end of all these videos, I like to stick in a B-roll, some kind of life shenanigans, puppy shenanigans, something funny, something peaceful. Either way, something that helps to be like, and let off some of the like up here energy that happens as a result of these readings sometimes. So the B-roll is coming in here at you, coming in hot for y'all to see. Hopefully it'll help end things out well for you. And so, percolators, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, y'all. Let's see what they think of you. Do they know it's you? Do they know it's you? They're not sure about this. They're not sure about this. Yeah, shake what? Shake nothing. You look... I mean, look how long and skinny he is. Teddy. I'm trying not to cry about it. Oh dear. Alright, y'all. Y'all wanna go out to the potty? This is like a joke.
You gotta get closer so you shut the Alma.
I'm not gonna send this to Alma.
Yes, you have to. She's gonna like it. Just...
His head is huge with his body, like... Oh dear God.
Even with us first, what do you say?
They're getting used to it too. Bodhi's bringing him a toy.